The Mountain of Fire and Miracle Ministries MFM has stated that its members who were locked up for 9 years chose to remain in prison because nobody went to secure their release after they were granted bail. Abba, MFM, this kind of statement, na big lie. The man has granted interview and he narrated how everything went. Oh, it's even true because some people were like, oh, are you sure that this man was saying the truth? I mean the man in question who was in bed for 9 years. Okay, if somebody, you as a church, if the court had granted him bail based on what, that he never committed the offense, why didn't you as a church go and take his bail if nobody came for him? And you left him there and you are coming to tell us that it is not your fault. No. In fact, you have even been implicated yourself the more. Some people are kind of skeptical that why is it that some people are just coming out to tarnish the image of church or tarnish the image of all these pastors and all of that. But now you are coming to tell us that all of these things happened. And what you can say is that he chose to remain there, not at your own will. Nobody should put the blame on you. If nobody went for him, why? Okay, his people just felt like they should leave him there. Then why didn't you as a church? Because according to what the man said, the man worked for you. He was one of your pastors. Wow. You see that nobody should be defending anybody. Pastor Femi Jimo, who identified himself as a former MFM pastor, has accused the church of being behind his incarceration for 9 years without trial over alleged armed robbery. Jimo, who disclosed this in an interview with Yoruba Gidi TV, alleged that his trial started when he met the chief security officer of Pastor Daniel Olukoya at a native doctor's house. He said he was beaten and handcuffed while a divisional police officer shot him in the leg. According to him, his mother and sister went to beg Olukoya on his behalf, but he told them that he would be released only if he pleaded guilty in court. Also, a former usher with the church, Caleb Oloruntele, alleged that the church found that Olukoya ordered the police to shoot him. Oloruntele also revealed this in an interview with Yoruba Gidi TV. Okay, according to him, Olukoya wanted him dead because he refused to give false testimony against a pastor he identified as Femi Agbola. The former usher said he was prosecuted in 2008 without any concrete evidence to prove the allegation made against him. The chief legal advisor of the church, Davison Adejuwon, during a press conference in Lagos on Friday, noted that their claims of being in jail for 9 years for an offense they did not commit was false, mischievous, and misleading. He accused Pastor Femi of being a serial offender in the ministry. He narrated 2 incidents in Warri and Ibadan that he claimed showed Pastor Femi's character while he was with MFM. So, what was the exact thing he did? So, why did they release him after 9 years without trial? So, all of those evidence, yet none of those evidence you could use to nail him. You people are just fooling yourself. Honestly speaking, it's a shame. It is a shame for that singular statement that, nobody went for him. And you as a church, you cannot just, okay, you have done this, you have done this. Now, we are forgiving you if at all. Come back. And you left him there to rot in prison for 9 years and you are coming to tell us cock and bull stories. Olukoya, you need to change your way because this is not fair. This is not fair. We have been supporting you that these guys might be saying the truth or might be lying against you. And some people now come and tell you, oh, they are against the church. Nobody's against the church. You cannot use the name of God and call the name of God in vain. This statement alone has indicted you people. Maybe it is your, of course, it's because whatever the lawyer says is what you have agreed, and you have agreed it should say. It's unfortunate. You people do nonsense. You now come and be telling people that nobody should touch not my anointed. If Jesus, the same question people are always asking, a rhetorical question, if Jesus was the one involved in this, what would he have done? You are coming to tell us that he left it. So he just wanted to be there. He lost the place. Oh. So this Femi has been committing series of atrocities in MFM. So the next thing, the best thing is just to jail him. He said their claims of being locked up in jail for 9 years for an offense they did not commit was false. If not forgiveness and magnanimity, what other reason or factor that will make an organization to keep giving its offending staff another chance after every offense committed? It's actually absurd to imagine that the church as big as a MFM will go so low to frame up two of its ministers just because of a claim which is even false. Really, not two of them. There are so many. This whole thing has been on for, as far as I can remember, 4 years. This matter don't they go 4 years. Different people coming from different angle. Now only una dey. Now only una dey. They were never locked up for 9 years. They were granted bail, but nobody went to secure their bail. They chose to remain in the custody. Ṣé ń gbọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu gbòòrò, ṣé ń gbọ́rọ̀ ní gbòòrò ẹnu. Ṣé ń gbọ́rọ̀ ní gbòòrò ẹnu. Na yeye wetin dey come out for person mouth. They just chose to be there. They love it. That the prison is a very sweet place. It's a very pleasant place that people just want to be there. Like seriously. As such, a case planned armed attack on credible intelligence against the church, which could have led to the death of any member, cannot be treated and handled internally by the church. Berry. We must report such to the law enforcement agency, saddled with the responsibilities to investigate and deal with such issues. And that was exactly what we did as a responsible church. So if they did that thing and you say you have evidence, why we say the court no can't jail them? Why we say they can't grant them bail according to you? So is the case still in court now? Those are the questions that you need to answer. No, the case still in court now? Michael Gbadamoshi, the chief security officer of Pastor Olukoya, whom Pastor Femi accused of meeting at a native doctor house in Ugbomoso, was present at the briefing. He described the claim as untrue. I know that Ugbomoso is in Nigeria, but I Michael Olawale Gbadamoshi, I've never been to Ugbomoso before. He said, however, a July 2016 ruling of Lagos State High Court at Igboshire acquitted and discharged Jimo and 2 others charged with conspiracy to rob the church. So they discharged and acquitted them. So they didn't do anything. And you are telling us, oh my God. 2 other defendants in the case were Henry Ayeworo and Caleb Olorunsele. Justice A.O. Williams in a ruling said, I therefore find that the inference that there is an agreement between the defendants to commit the crime of robbing MFM Church cannot be made. The prosecution not having proved its case, there is no burden on the defendants to prove their defense. I find and hold that the prosecution has failed to provide its case beyond reasonable doubt. The defendants are therefore acquitted and discharged. Beyond that, one of the exhibits presented in court by the prosecution was a video recording of when the suspects met in a bar to allegedly conspire to rob MFM. However, according to the testimony of the manager of the hotel in a court document obtained by Sahara reporters, the prosecution witnessed stage managed the setting. He said he permitted a friend of one of the prosecution witnesses to use his hotel's bar for a movie. The hotel manager said he was shocked or later find out that some of the actors had been put in jail. The court document said Paul F. Young, the manager of Jethro Hotel, testified as DWS defense witness 5. He stated that PW1 prosecution witness 1 Adebayo Fatai, who testified as a security guard at a Savannah bar in Unike, and PW3 1 Akim Asalu are his customers. He reported that he was informed by one Oji, PW3's friends, that movie would be shot at the hotel's bar and happily gave his consent. He narrated how about 11 people, including PW1, PW3, Oji, and the defendants came for the video shoots and how it was set. He was shocked to see the defendants on television and to hear that they were robbers about a month later. He stated that he was suspended at work for about a month for permitting the shoot and eventually sacked. When he met up with a PW1, PW3 and Oji after he got a new job and brought up the issue of the movie, Oji told him there was no movie, that's what it was, an arranged work, a business deal. When he probed him further, PW1 gave him a phone number which he called, and he spoke to a lawyer who told him the 3 people involved were in prison. Under cross-examination, he stated that he worked in Jethro Hotel in a wire between July 2007 and 19th of April 2008, and that the video was shot in the bar of the hotel. He added that he was sacked because he did not inform the management or get approval before he allowed the film to be shot at the hotel. Nanugo, Shegbo, and somebody's coming to tell us cock and bull story. Okay. No wahala. Okay. So guys, let's say your opinion and have your take on this.